Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today's video is going to be my September makeup basket and my next update for my Pan That palette project. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with my update on my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, which is the palette I am trying to pan in 2023. So I'm going to go ahead, tip you down, take you through the shades. I do have another pan, a complete pan. So another shade is finished. I'm making some really good progress on some other ones as well, so I'm very excited for this update. I do want to preface this by saying that I did repress 3 shades between the end of August and September. I'm also filming this quite late. Today is September 16th and I'm just getting this filmed. So you will see that I am very close to finishing 2 more shades. They were not quite as close at the beginning of the month, but it's now the middle of the month, so they're almost done. But just, you know, keep that in mind. This was not filmed at the beginning of the month like I was hoping to get it done, so you get like a sneak peek into how I've been doing in September as well. But I'm gonna go through and share how many times I used each shade. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so here is the palette. I'm gonna go ahead and put a picture of what it looked like at the beginning of August. And here is what we are looking like today on September 16th. So as you can see, I have some pretty nice progress. So let's go ahead and go through how many times I used each shade. So these 2 shades have been panned for a while, so we're going to start right here. This is Burnout. I did use this 10 times in the month of August, and I did repress this one. And as you can see, I have very little product left, so this should be done this month, which is very, very exciting. The next shade is Limit. This is another one that I did repress. I used this a total of 9 times in August. This one hopefully will also be done this month, but we will see. This shade right here is Buzz. I did pan this in August. I used it 8 times and I panned it officially on August 21st. So 3 shades completely done, 2 very, very close. This is Trick. This is another one that I did repress. I used this a total of 7 times in August. Nooner I used 8 times. Liar I used 6 times. Factory 3 times. Mugshot 5 times, Dark Side 0 times, and Dark Heart 2 times. So I am hoping that when I do my next update, these 2 shades will obviously hopefully be completely finished. This one I did repress, but it's pretty thin in there, so if I could at least hit pan again, that would be very exciting. And obviously Nooner will be the next one up that I hope to pan completely. I'm probably going to have to repress this one at some point, but right now it is still fine. All right, now that that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and take you through the items that I have been using so far in September. Again, because I've filmed this late, I am already using these things, have been the entire month. So I'm not gonna like shop my stash with you because I already did that, already selected what I was gonna use this month. So this is just a look at what I've been using. Okay, so now it's time to take a look at the items in this month's makeup basket. Many of them are unchanged, but I did change out a couple of things. So even though this is still the same powder container that I've had for the last several months, I did actually completely finish this. If you remember, I had combined it with a NYX powder like a couple months ago. It was completely gone. However, I like the size of this one, so I went ahead and reused it. So in this container, I have actually put 2 powders. So the first one is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent powder, and then I did combine the NYX powder again. This is the one that I'd added to the Aesthetica powder in the first place, and I felt like it helped with mattifying. So these are actually the 2 powders that I'm using this time around, but they are just in this container. The rest of the items that were in here are exactly the same. I still have the number 7 Translucent Perfect Light Pressed Powder for my under eyes, still going strong. We're still doing well. I also still have the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze in the shade Fair to Light. I really did not touch this at all in August, so it's still looking exactly the same. I'm still working on the Milani Highly Rated Lash Extensions Mascara, which I am enjoying. And I still have the Benefit Roller Liner Eyeliner. Now this is getting down to the dregs. It's getting a little bit harder to apply. So I'm probably going to have to purchase a new one, but I will just be repurchasing the same thing because this is my favorite eyeliner. Two more items that are still the same. I have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Foundation and the NYX Bear With Me Concealer. So those are still the same. The foundation that I'm using is in the shade Light 45W, and the concealer is in the shade Light as well. So I did lose the lid for this. I have no idea where it went, but yeah, those are the same as they were last month, and they're going to be hanging around for a bit longer, obviously, because I still have plenty of product left in both. Now, this is the last month for my summer project pan, so I just wanted to throw these in here. I am currently working on finishing up this Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Puff. This is almost gone. It is getting very hard to get the product out, so this will be done this month. But because it's so close, I'm not going to be adding very many additional blushes because I really want to get this one done. Same thing with the one in this Blush Bar palette. I am working right here on this shade, which is Gold Rush. As you can see, it's almost gone as well. So those are the two main blushes that I'm going to be working with in September, or have been working with. But I did put in this Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush because if you know anything about my makeup habits, you know I like to have a peach blush. And this one I had not used in a few months, so I have added that into the makeup basket as well, just to have like another color option because both of these are pink. And then obviously I am focusing mostly on this Urban Decay palette because I am trying to pan it, but every month I like to add in an additional palette. And for this month I have decided to go with the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. So I'll go ahead and give you a look. Here's what it looks like. I haven't played with this in a few months, so I just wanted to add it in. I really, really love these three shimmers right here. These two I do not really like. These are very chunky glitter, and they're just not my thing. So I did use them in a couple of looks, but they're not my favorite. The fallout is really, really bad, so I probably won't play around too much with these. But these shimmers right here I do really like, and then I do like the rest of the shades as well. I actually am wearing this one right here on my lower lash line today, and this is the shimmer shade on my lid. So I love playing with this one. The shimmers are so pretty. The mattes are like my kind of colors, so I went ahead and added that in as well. I feel like those colors correspond nicely with the ones in here, so I can get some pretty nice looks with those two, as well as the shade from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar, which is also in my project pan. And there you have it. That is my September makeup basket and my Pan That Palette update. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, everyone.